I want to ask you guys a question, a serious question. Do you guys think that Mattel will release more than, let's say, 10 next-gen haulers? Because way back in 2010, when Mattel was releasing the haulers for the original Cars 1 Piston Cup stock cars, they did end up releasing quite a few. It was around 10 to 12 haulers, but then they also canceled another 10, which is kind of unfortunate, but I want to be retrospectively grateful that we did get that initial 10. So now that we're in kind of that same time period for Cars 3, after getting a few stock car haulers like Steve Karski, Combustor, Bumper Save, and Speedy Comet's hauler, and now we are getting some next-gen haulers like Paul Conrev's and Gail Boffert. Do you think we'll get more, and how many more? The only one that's confirmed right now is Cruz Ramirez's hauler that will be based off of this playset version that came out 2 years ago. Either way, though, I personally think that they will release 7 to 10 more. I do think they will release quite a few more over the next few years here, but regardless, it's not enough. It's not soon enough. We have to get customs in here. So thankfully, there are some Chinese factory customs out there of next-gen haulers, and I will be reviewing all of them on my channel over the next few weeks here. So if you guys don't recall, I did just review the official Mattel Next-Gen Bumper Save hauler. I'll put that link in the description below, along with the card suggestion pop-up in the top right-hand corner if you'd like to check it out. But basically, in that video, I put a poll asking you guys which next-gen hauler custom would you like me to review next, and 59% of the people out there voted for Vitoline, so Chase Racelott's hauler. Thanks to everybody who voted. And of course, as you guys know, if you've watched my channel for a few years, democracy continues, and another poll will be on this video. The first option is Conrad Camber's hauler, of course, for shiny wax. Look at that amazing gold foil. The customizers in China really went all out on that one. My least favorite, but still cool, is Danny Swervez's hauler, Octane Gain. Up next is the second place winner for the previous poll, Ed Truncan's hauler for Mood Spring. So likely he will win, but defy the odds for me, guys. Defy him. And here is H.J. Hollis's hauler for N20 Cola. So some awesome haulers I still have yet to review. I did already review the Sputter Stop and Faux Wheel Drive next-gen hauler customs, and I'll put that link also in the description below if you want to check that review out. It was a long time ago. I remember I was only able to get those two at the time, but then the seller on eBay from China was able to get more or something, and they're actually still on eBay. So I will put a link in the description below if you want to buy one yourself. They're pretty reasonably priced in my opinion. So anyways, let's dive right into the review here of Chase Racelott's hauler. So I don't think there was ever a good image of his hauler from the movie, because you can just see, an array of haulers, a whole lineup of them. I don't think he's really ever shown in there, but if he is, I'll put the picture there. Now we're going to try and detach the two here, so we can take a look at the semi-cab first. Now these are pretty well made, they are hard to get apart, which is just how Mattel goes. Jeez, that took some extreme force to get off, like probably around 100 newtons of force. I have no idea how many newtons it was, honestly. Probably not 100 though. But anyways, to do a little size comparison here, they are way bigger than Mattel's. Like, as you can see, the semi-cab is nearly double the size of Paunchy Wipeout's, or my bad, Paul Conrad's hauler. I keep saying Paunchy Wipeout because that's what Mattel calls him by mistake. And here's Gail Boffert. So these two are from Mattel, official releases, so they're pretty much the same size. And then you have the custom, or not the custom, the playset, the Dynaco Cruise Hauler playset that came out in early 2018. And so these are pretty much the same size. So I feel like they did base this off of this, even though, I don't know, this is shaped more like Gail's semi-cab design. So it's really hard to tell what they based it off of or maybe they just kind of created a whole sculpt on their own. Either way, this is whole die cast. I'm not even joking. This is all die cast. Even the hat up here. Actually, that might be plastic. This is plastic up here, but this part is metal. This part is all metal, and they have sticker decals. So, my opinion, like I said, really nicely done. Of course, you have the little expression in there, looking kind of smirky. I really like the green color. This is definitely my favorite custom that the Chinese customizers did. It matches perfectly Chase Racelott. I mean, check that out, guys. Of course, on the side here, you have his decals, 24, and then Piston Cup, although that logo is kind of wonky. Doesn't really match the logo there you could see on Chase, which is what it should look like. I don't quite know what they were going for there, but as we'll see with a few other decals, that's kind of what goes on. For example, on the cap here, this logo is in the shape of an S because clearly they were going off of Jackson Storm's initial design, and then they're like, oh shoot, we want to make more of them. Are we going to make a new mold though? No, so we're just going to put a random little color pattern in the S-shaped hole. So that's what happened here and the rest of them. I mean, it's just so strange. You got a little black up here, green, white, black, green. I don't know how they decided to do that, but I don't know, it doesn't look terrible. I'll give them that. Probably a good solution to their problem. So here's the back. Nothing special. There's, of course, the hitch. No mud flaps, but I don't even think, Gail Bofford and Paul Conrad saw don't have mud flaps, so that's good. Nice design up here, some lines and whatnot. Of course, you got a ginormous sticker down here. Dark green, same decal there. Black rims. Here's the base if you're wondering. The only thing that's written on the base is made in China. That's what I like to hear. Here is the trailer now. Now this part is all plastic, but that's okay with me because that's how Mattel has always done it. So there's the little latch, the hitch. 3 wheels in the back on each side, which I think is pretty amazing. I don't think Mattel has done this. You know, Gail only has 2 on each side, and so is Paul. So I'm actually really, really surprised they went triple decker here in the back. That's awesome, though. Really adds some, I don't know, it gives it some weight to it, it seems. You know, it's like a powerful truck. Because in real life, you see a truck with 3 consecutive rows of tires, you're like, oh my gosh, he means business. But anyway, you have these stickers back here, multiple shades of green here. They're trying to emulate this part of Chase Racelott, and I would assume this part here is supposed to be like the emerald green, but of course they didn't actually do that the metallic way, but that's okay. They did the gold on Danny Swervez's and Conrad Camber's hauler though, so I would assume it's within their capabilities. But the other way, they even put his name there and they spelled it right, so that's good. Chase Racelott. I don't know why. Well, actually, the black stripes, I guess they're getting that from the bottom of Chase Racelott here, although those are more gray than black or anything. Interesting. I think they did a pretty good job with the decals for all of these, in my opinion. A little repetition with the 24 there, but just trying to put anything they can on. There's no mention of Vitoline on here whatsoever, which is a little interesting. And there's the logo on the back, also kind of shaped in an S. So yeah, I don't know why they don't think of putting Vitoline on here, but they probably didn't have access to the Next-Gen Vitoline logo on Google Images. Anyway, we're going to open up the trailer here. So there are some little notches up top that you can use to take it down. You can get your fingernail in there. A lot of people did tell me, by the way, it would be way easier to open Paul Conrad's trailer from the bottom. And let me just say thank you for that. That is 100 times easier. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Anyway, here is the inside of the hauler. So unlike the Mattel haulers, you can go all the way in there. It is completely hollow, which is pretty awesome though. I mean, you could fill this with probably 2 cars, maybe even 3 if you put some pitties in there. So that's pretty awesome. You know, I don't know if you're running out of storage. It's definitely a multi-use type of thing. So that's pretty cool. And of course, you could lower the little ramp there. It doesn't really stay down all the way, but Chase Racelott can drive in there, and then you can travel to your next destination. Perfect. Solid too. Now a lot of people have reservations about ordering from... Okay, I am actually trying to open this up again, and I seem to be damaging the hauler here because my fingernail is getting so tight in there. Jesus. Maybe I should open from the bottom. Maybe I'll try that again. No, because it operates right there. That's why I was so used to doing it from the top before. Alright, so I got it open, and I had to cut there because actually I was trying so hard to get the trailer hitch open that when I did, my hand then went all the way back, hit my phone, and knocked it into my lap. Whew! And it prematurely had a face reveal in there, which we just cannot do yet. So anyways, there we go. Finally got it open. It is a little tight, but at least it's sturdy and not loose. I would prefer tight over not, sturdy enough. But anyways, let's bring in a couple other Vitoline team members here, starting with Steve Karski. So this is the official Mattel release for Brick Yardley's hauler named Steve Karski. I reviewed him before, so I'll put that link in the description below, along with the card suggestion pop-up in the top right-hand corner. Now, if you guys remember, James Cleanair, who is the original Cars 1 Vitoline racer, he had a hauler that was canceled back in 2010, and in fact, it was actually one of the next ones to be released. It was going to be released alongside Gasprin's hauler and Vuzine's hauler, but unfortunately, it was canceled amidst the oncoming Cars 2 merchandise. And then they did release a Vitoline Pity in 2009, and that concludes Team Vitoline. Pretty healthy, not as healthy as other teams like Bumper Save or Octane Gain, but still more than most. And so, therefore, I appreciate it. We could have had 3 haulers by now, just imagine that. That'd be sweet. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this guy. Would you buy one? Do you think Mattel will make one? All sorts of your thoughts. I'd love to hear and get a little conversation brewing with you guys. Also, let me know, do you prefer Steve Karski or the Next-Gen hauler for Vitoline? I definitely prefer Steve, just, because this one, it is a custom. It's not perfect. A lot of things are missing that Mattel would definitely add if they made it, but still, I'm happy to have it in my collection. And say if Mattel doesn't release, like if, for example, I waited and didn't buy this, and then 5 years go down, this isn't available anymore, and it's clear that Mattel is not going to make the Next-Gen Vitoline hauler, I would feel deeply, deeply upset that I didn't buy this back then. So that's why I bought it now. Nowadays, I don't take any risk at all. If I see something I want on eBay and can afford it, I'm going to buy it, because who knows what's going to happen in the future. I mean, who could have predicted the whole coronavirus pandemic that's going on right now? Speaking of that, I do intend to live stream next Sunday. So I don't know what date that is, but next Sunday. And I want to talk about the effects of the COVID-19 virus on the Cars diecast world. But fear not, it's not going to be a depressing video or anything. I just want to answer your guys' questions because I've been getting a lot recently. I want to put your concerns to rest, answer your questions in a nice free-flowing discussion, and hopefully make everybody feel better, all while unboxing a Road Trip Mac. So definitely something to look forward to next Sunday. I will see you guys, though, on Tuesday for a new video of Nikki B. Bye now.